This is why, Rabotai, there are stories like this in the Gemara. In the Gemara Masechet Kiddushin, page 81a, we have a story about one of the tzaddikim, Rav Amram the tzaddik of Nardia. Rav Amram the tzaddik had a big house, and there was a group of young Jewish girls that were captured by Goyim. And Baruch Hashem, the Jewish people freed them, and they said, okay, but what are we going to do with all of these girls? What are we going to do with all these young girls? Where are we going to protect them from them being captured again? We're going to protect them for, what are we going to do with them? Go put them at Rav Amram, the tzaddik's house. He has a house, a big house, you put him there. That's it. Yeah, but he lives there. No, don't worry, it's a big house, and it has several stories. And what you can do is you put them on the top floor, and then you can remove the stairs. So, all of the people go. They let all the girls go up to the top floor. Okay, you're going to be over there. Don't worry, no one's going to harm you. You can have a good night's sleep. And in the morning, when it's time to go, you're able to go. No problem. So they go, and now they have to remove the staircase. It requires 10 people. 10 people to remove the staircase. Huge, enormous, and heavy staircase. Or ladder, if you will. Now, time goes, and as the hours go, Rav Amram continues to learn his Torah. He's an old man. No one is suspecting him of any crime. He's the Gdol Ador, he's Kodesh Kodeshim. But as you would have it, the Satan shows up. The Satan shows up, and at the right moment, or if you should say the wrong moment, as he's looking, there's a reflection. The sun reflects against something metallic, or a mirror of some kind, which grabs his attention, and he sees a reflection, and in that reflection he sees that there is a girl upstairs. He knew there was girls there, but at that moment a Satan shows up, and he's overwhelmed by a desire like no other. And you'd say, okay, fine, well, he's a tzaddik. In tzaddik shelo yichta, there's no righteous person doesn't sin, but they put protective measures. Rav Amram himself put protective measures to make sure, first of all, he's old. How's he going to climb all those stairs? Second of all, there's no stairs. They moved them. Why? They moved them by 10 people had to move them. The Satan wants to get something done, he gets it done. Rav Amram gets this desire, and he takes the ladder, he takes the stairs by himself, the Gemara says, by himself, and moves it by himself. What 10 people were having a hard time doing, he's able to do with ease by himself. And he starts climbing the stairs. As he climbs the stairs, suddenly the Torah comes and reminds him who he is, what he's doing. As we know, the Torah protects us from sins. Hashem Yishmor v'Yatzil. He had so much Torah, the Torah shows up at the right time and tells him, Rav Amram, what are you doing? And Rav Amram knew that this is a mamash mercy from heaven. A mercy from heaven. What am I going to do? Okay, so I have the Torah that's reminding me that it's wrong, but I also have this desire I haven't had in 50 years. What do I do? At that moment, he doesn't waste a single moment. And he starts screaming, fire, fire, fire. Everyone wakes up. Everyone realizes what's going on. Everybody comes out. The Avrechim from next door come out. Everybody comes out. The girls come out. Everybody comes out. Only to see that Rav Amram is literally steps away from arriving where the girls are. The floor where the girls are. Meaning you can't hide it. And he still screams, fire, fire, and everyone is as embarrassed as can be. And now that he sees that everyone is there, he comes down, embarrassed as can be, and they say to him, Rebbe, what are you doing? You just embarrassed us. Rav Amram Tzaddik says to them, it's better that I embarrass you in this world. Then I go up to heaven and they show me what's going to happen to me had I continued taking another step. Why would such a tzaddik allow himself to get embarrassed? Because it's better that you get embarrassed, which getting really truly embarrassed is literally like a feeling of being burned. Being burned. It's better that I get burned here in this world than get burned up there in Shamayim. This, Rabotai, is a constant reminder that each and every single one of us, male or female, young or old, married or single, has to know. A person that does not treat themselves like they have a relationship with Hashem, where they have to treat their intimacy in a certain fashion, they have to treat their marriage in a certain fashion, they have to treat every single move they have in a certain fashion, in accordance with the Torah, such a person cannot have a solid relationship with Hashem, no matter what they say, no matter how much they pray, no matter how many what they do. Why? Because the Kadosh Baruch Hu specifically says, this issue of morality is the covenant. That's the deal. You keep the deal, you observe the deal, we continue. You don't observe the deal, there's not going to be a good end. And that's why the Gemara specifies different extraordinary men that almost fell for this crime. So don't feel so sad about the fact that you fell for it once or twice or more, because even the greatest men almost fell for it. So what protected all of them? What was the point of mentioning their embarrassment in our holy Gemara? To show us that, number one, every single person is susceptible to this crime. En apotropos la'arayot. No one is over this crime. Every single human being that ever existed is susceptible to this sin. Meaning that if you don't make sure to not fail this particular crime, you don't work on it, for sure you're going to fail. Even if it's with your own wife, your husband, whoever it is. If you're not working on fixing it, for sure you're breaking it. That's just the way it is. Secondly, that no matter who you are, you can still do tshuva. No matter how many times you've made the sin, you can still do tshuva as long as you're alive. As long as you're alive. There are many stories in the Gemara of different people that were Reshaim at certain points and did tshuva. But it required a lot of sacrifice. It required a lot of effort. A lot of effort. Now the sages instituted this particular time as an auspicious time to do tshuva because the gates of heaven are open wider, if you will, to help a person do tshuva for this, whereas the rest of the year you can do it, but you're on your own.